Hi everyone, we're back. Today we're going to be doing bezels, and we got two little ones here, probably about an inch in diameter, and we've got these beautiful cutouts from our previous pours, the leftover paint on the photo paper. So we're going to start out by gluing these in, and I'm just going to put, fumbling the bezel, I'm just going to put this is super glue, and I'm just going to put a pinch in, kind of smear it around, because you don't want too much to squeeze out the sides. Now we're just going to smear it around, but you want to make sure it's secure in there. So you don't want to have too much where it's squeezing out the edges and then getting all cloudy. And we're just going to press that in. But you don't want to have too little where it's not going to stay cemented in. So there's that. Now we'll do the other one. If I can get it out, there you go. Now we're just going to do the same thing. We're just going to squeeze out a little bit. We're just going to move it around with the nozzle. Alright, that's about it. Don't want too much in here. And now we're going to take this one, and I want this one up and down like this. There we go. You want to make sure you have it positioned how you wanted it. There we go, that's it. You want to make sure you press all the air bubbles out of that. And I'll put some pressure on this one. You want to put the pressure on it so that way all the air bubbles come out while that glue is getting set up. And I have Easy Cast clear casting epoxy mixed up, and you don't need very much, not for this, and that's probably good. So now I'm gonna bring in these little, make sure this is in frame, little wood blocks. And since these bezels have a little loop on it, we want these to lay flat. So we're just going to lay these on top of the blocks, just like that. And let me make sure I'm doing everything in order here, because order does matter with this. And we want these to dry and make sure they're totally cemented before we put the epoxy in. And I have, this is another preparation thing that I'll tell you now because you will need these. I've got these clear cups that we're going to set on top of these so no dust gets on them while they're drying. And these are dry now. And so we're just going to take this clear casting epoxy resin and we're going to very carefully add it in, little at a time. Don't want it to overspill. And now I'll bring you guys down when this is done, but you want it to have a little bit of a like a dome on top. So I'm gonna scoop a little bit more off this, not too much. And we're gonna add in a few drops, because a few drops could make that difference between bubbled and flat. Okay. Check this from the side here. It's got a little bit of a bubble, but we want a little bit more. And I guess that's personal preference, but I like it to have a domed glassy top, so we're just going to add in a few more drops. Let's check this. And I know, a few more drops. And let's check it out. Alright, that's looking pretty good. So now we're going to take our torch, because there's little tiny air bubbles, and I know last time I said it was a souffle torch. It's not a souffle torch, it's a creme brulee torch, I believe. And we're just going to do this from pretty far, and those air bubbles pop real easily, and you don't want to leave it on there too long because it will leave a skin, and you do not want that. So we're just going to do that a little bit more to make sure nothing else is there. And we're going to put the cup over this one. No, not yet. We're going to do this other one first. And you want to come back and check these every 5 minutes or so for about half an hour to make sure that there are no air bubbles, because air bubbles can just magically appear out of nowhere. My arm just got stuck to the foil. I have to be real careful right there. Okay, so this is kind of a sticky situation here. This bezel is not level on this. Oh no! Alright, we're going to have to move this one out of frame. It was not level in that spot. Now it's spilling over the edge. Oh dear. Alright, it's okay. We'll clean this up. Okay, we're just going to put that back on there. And hopefully I can get this back into frame for you. There we go, back into frame. Oh, it's still dripping out. Alright, hold on. We're going to have to wipe this one down with a paper towel. Oh jeez, this is a mess. Alright, this is going really well. Not. Okay. I'm thinking the best thing to do here is just make sure it's not all over the bottom. And we're just going to... Oh jeez, this is a mess. Nightmare situation. Alright, so that's what not to do. Make sure your bezel is level. And we'll clean the edges up when it's dry, because that's just going to be how it is. And we're just going to take this 1, 2, and since it's already spilled over, you don't want to fill it up too much because it's already going to leak out. And just a little bit more. We're going to put one more in each, because this one I'm seeing can have a little bit more. Alright. And we're going to put some more in this one. A little bit more. It's kind of a slow process, but you have to be really careful and methodical when doing this. And this is, well, this looks like it's just going to keep dripping out. Okay. We're going to spin this one around because we want... Oh my gosh. Alright. There we go. Now it's not going to keep dripping out of that side because it's now got the upward slant. Add in a little bit more. Hopefully it doesn't just leak out. Check it. Alright. I'm going to be all out of epoxy by the time this is done. Okay. And that looks like it's going to be it for this one. And we're just going to take our torch one more time and just put it quick. All it needs is that time for the igniting, and that's it. Okay, now we'll put our cups over. Actually, we can get this in one. Sweet. Alright. That looks like it's it for now. And just make sure you come back and check your bezels if you're doing this alongside. Every 5 to 10 minutes for about half an hour, so you can make sure all the air bubbles are gone. And we'll see you next time. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.